name's Noshin. I'm going to be talking about language diversity. Well, to start off, statistically, only 3% of the world speak 4 languages. I'm happy to be one of them. I actually speak 5, so I'm a polyglot. And the culture the object that represents my culture, I brought a picture of all the 5 flags of the cultures that I speak. This may just look just like a regular flag to all of you, but it's more than just that for me. It represents unity, togetherness, and union for me. So the 5 languages that I speak are Russian, Farsi, English was my actually 5th, Uzbeki, and Indian. So to start off with, I'm Persian. I grew up in I didn't grow up in Afghanistan. I was born in Afghanistan. When I was 6 months old, we moved to Russia because of war in 1997. There were the Taliban, the bombings, and all of those things. So my dad had to get us out somehow. And the only country we could go to at that time was Russia. So we migrated to Russia, and we ended up staying there for 11 years. In those 3 years, my mom was a Farsi teacher back in Afghanistan. So I went to grade 13. I learned 13 years of Farsi with my mom. That's how I know that fluently. I went to an Uzbeki kindergarten. At the age of a year and a half, my parents sent me to a kindergarten, and I was there until the age of 8 and a half. And Russia, you start first grade when you're 9 years old. So I started first grade at 9, barely starting to learn Russian. Happily, I learned it within 7 months. I started speaking Russian with 7 months. There's something with 7 with me. I learned everything within 7 months. Even English, it took me 7 months to start speaking it in it fluently. So that's how I learned Russian. At the age of 11, my parents decided to move to the United States because we wanted a better education. In Russia, the education system isn't that good. So my sisters had studied, my brothers had studied, but we wanted something more than just that because our education wasn't improved as much as my parents wanted it to be. So we moved to the United States. By that time, I was 12. So, and again, English was my field, so I was struggling a lot with it. I didn't want to go to school. I did not study. I did not like anything. So I did that for about 3 months, not trying, I wasn't committed, I wasn't dedicated. All of those things just kind of made me give up on life, technically, because I knew all of the 3 languages, and by the time I got here, I kind of had to start from 0, especially because Russia, you start first grade when you're just 9 years old. By the time I was here, I had to go to 6th grade, while in Russia, I was barely in 3rd grade. So I had to skip all these years. I did not know the language, I did not know the subject, I did not know anything. So it was really hard for me to catch up on all of those things. It wasn't just the language, it was also the content. So when we came to the US, again, within 7 months, I started speaking English, and that was with Ernest Hemingway books. I did not know a word I was reading, really hard words, really complicated text. I did not know anything, but somehow I managed to get a dictionary. The dictionary was my best friend. I was with it all the time. I did not even know how to say hi. So I may stutter every now and then, even now in the speech, but I'm still trying to learn. So when I was here at the age of 12, I kind of found a hobby for languages. So that's when I started developing a hobby. Again, I did not even know English fully when I started learning Indian. We did not have an Indian school. I lived in New Jersey first when we came to the US. I did not know Indian. We had nothing to do with it, no culture, no family, nothing. But for some reason, I wanted to learn one of the third world country languages for some reason. So I found a woman who lived 37 miles away from her house. She was not a teacher, she was nothing, but I decided to go to her house and learn Indian. And that's how I used to go to her house every single day after school. So I had to learn English. I had to learn Spanish, obviously, because that was in our school curriculum, and also had to learn Indian. So by that time, I kind of had 5.5 languages. I don't use Spanish as my 6th yet because I don't know fluently. But the 5 that I speak that are fluent, all 5 of us in the family speak 5 languages. So, and it's become like a culture for us because every single year we travel to different countries. It's towards the middle of the year and also towards the end of the year. My oldest brother lives in Germany, so no matter what happens, even if he's sick, no matter what happens, he has to make time. He has to come to the US here with us, and then we go to another country. It could be for a visit, or it could be for third world countries like India. We usually go there for donations, charities, try to help out families. And it's really brought us all together. So these 5 flags, they may look just like flags to all of you guys, but all of this kind of represents me and my life. I'm happy to say that I speak 5 languages because again, only 3% of the world can speak up to 4, not 5. So I have improved a lot throughout the years, and currently I'm trying to major in political science to become a lawyer. So again, an international lawyer. So all of these things add up. You know, some things may seem impossible, but don't let anything kind of stop you from doing it. I never knew I would speak 5 languages. Again, learning my 6th. But again, commitment, dedication is all that matters. So just as a closer, life is like a staircase. It can go up or down, but it is in your hand to take the decision of which way your life should approach. Now, as a closing, I was just gonna say thank you on all the 5 languages. So in Russian, spasiba, in Indian, shukriya, in Uzbeki, rahmat, and in Farsi, tashakkur. Thank you all.